Flight 19 was the name given to a group of 5 U.S. Navy bombers that took off on a training flight on December 5, 1945 from a U.S. Navy base in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, in the eastern United States. The planes disappeared while flying a routine training mission, and none of their crew were found mysteriously. A rescue plane sent to search for them also disappeared and never returned. A total of 6 planes and 27 men went missing without a trace. The incident caused the world to start taking the Bermuda Triangle legend seriously. The Bermuda Triangle is a mysterious area located in the Atlantic Ocean between the islands of Bermuda and Puerto Rico on one side, and the city of Fort Lauderdale, Florida, on the other side. It extends about 1 million square kilometers in the shape of an equilateral triangle. This area has puzzled scientists for many years, as it does not appear on maps, and has caused the mysterious disappearance of more than 70 ships and planes with their crews over the years. Some believe that the disappearances were linked to supernatural causes, while scientists insist that there is a logical reason, perhaps related to the climate in that region, but some mysteries still puzzle them without a clear answer to this day. Flight 19 conducted a routine navigation and combat training exercise with TBM 1CS. The mission was a combination of bombing and navigation. The flight commander was Lieutenant Charles Carroll Taylor, a U.S. Navy pilot with approximately 2,500 total flight hours, mostly in TBM 1CS, and the 4 trainee pilots each had approximately 300 total flight hours. All aircraft were fully fueled. Pre-flight checks revealed no technical malfunctions. Weather conditions were fair, and sea conditions were moderate to rough. The flight took off at approximately 2:10 p.m. Florida time. The training mission was going well, and the base operations and other aircraft overheard normal routine conversations between pilots in the area during the training bombing. At about 3 p.m., a pilot requested permission to drop his final bomb, which he received, and successfully dropped his bomb. However, shortly after that, the routine exercise took a dramatic turn. Lieutenant Taylor reported that his compasses were malfunctioning, and he was unsure of their position. Attempts to determine their location grew increasingly frantic as the minutes passed. Taylor, believing they were somewhere near the Florida Keys, directed the flight east, hoping to reach land. The radio communications grew more distressed, lines crackling with urgency and confusion. The planes zigzagged direction, and Taylor's own uncertainty led them further into the unknown. The last coherent message from Taylor indicated they were completely lost. Base attempts to provide guidance were in vain. Eventually, radio contact was lost entirely. Despite extensive search and rescue attempts by the Navy, no trace of Flight 19 or its 5 planes were ever found. The disappearance of Flight 19 remains one of the enduring mysteries of aviation history. Transmitter and crew communications records indicate that Flight 19, a squadron of 5 TBM Avenger torpedo bombers, departed from Fort Lauderdale Naval Air Station on December 5, 1945, at 2:10 p.m. on a routine training mission. About an hour and a half after takeoff, an unidentified crew member asked a fellow crew member named Powers for his compass reading. Powers replied, "I don't know where we are. We must have gotten lost after that last turn." Base operations sought clarification by asking the flight commander, Lieutenant Charles Taylor, if his aircraft was equipped with a standard YG device that could establish flight position, but Taylor did not respond. At 4:45 p.m., Taylor informed the base, "We're going to 030 degrees for 45 minutes, then we'll fly north to make sure we're not over the Gulf of Mexico." By 5 p.m., Taylor advised his flight to change course to 090 degrees east for 10 minutes. Around the same time, a frustrated crew member exclaimed, "Damn it, if we can fly west, we'll be back in Florida. Go west, damn it." The crew's difference of opinion on navigation later raised questions during the investigation. Some speculated that military discipline might have prevented the students from deviating west despite common sense telling them that it was the proper direction. The final mysterious moments of Flight 19's communications left an eerie silence in the annals of aviation history. The planes and their 14 crew members vanished without a trace, fueling numerous theories ranging from navigational errors to supernatural phenomena. To this day, the disappearance of Flight 19 remains one of the most enduring and perplexing aviation mysteries. The weather grew more ominous as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a pall over the crew of Flight 19. The 5 aircraft, fading specks in the darkening sky, were believed to be roughly 230 miles out to sea east of the Florida Peninsula. Radio contact crackled with static and uncertainty. Lieutenant Taylor, the flight commander, made one final transmission. "We're going 270 degrees west until we land or run out of fuel." Then, silence enveloped the ether. Air bases, commercial aircraft, and ships were swiftly alerted. A rescue plane was dispatched to search for the missing flight and guide them back to safety. The rescue mission, though, met with an eerie fate. The rescue plane, like Flight 19, vanished without a trace. Astonishment turned into bewilderment. Months later, U.S. Navy investigators released a 500-page report. Their exhaustive analysis pointed to a critical mistake by Lieutenant Taylor. With his compasses rendered useless, Taylor had inadvertently led his flight over the open sea, far from the safety of land. Yet, the Navy's official narrative soon shifted. To absolve Taylor of sole responsibility, the report was amended to list the cause of the disappearance as unknown. Strangely, the same report confidently attributed the loss of the rescue plane to an in-air explosion during its ill-fated search.